Welcome to the Belly of the Beast, your home for original horror content. Warning, some of our stories may be upsetting for some individuals. Listen at your own risk. Today's original story is called Bloody Mary Horror Story. It was written and will be narrated by me, the Beastmaster. Today I came home from work to find my daughter and her friends playing the game Bloody Mary. I walked in the door to see her friends laughing on the couch as my daughter was creeping down the hallway. I didn't know what they were doing at first, but after my daughter went into the bathroom, I could see the light from under the door go out. I stopped outside the bathroom door and listened. That's when I heard her say it. Bloody Mary. Immediately I opened the door and put my hand over her mouth and yelled at her to stop. And then I kicked her friends out of my house. She told me I'm crazy and now refuses to speak to me. But she doesn't know what I know. She hasn't seen the things that I've seen. Perhaps I should explain. The year was 1983, and I was 10 years old. My sister Vicky was having a sleepover with her friends. I remember they loved the song Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. I came down the stairs to see them singing the song in the living room. Who killed a cat down here? I said, laughing. Vicky and her friends started hitting me with the couch pillows. They knew I was only joking, and we all had a good laugh. My sister and her friends were all in high school, but they still let me hang out with them from time to time. We just rented the movie Poltergeist. You want to watch it with us? Vicky announced while smiling at me, knowing how much I loved anything horror. At least I did back then. You know I'm in, I replied excitedly. We all popped in the movie and made some popcorn and had a great time all snuggled up on the couch. Halloween was just around the corner, so we were all about the scary stuff this time of year. After the movie, Vicky and her friends took turns telling scary stories. Then her friend Lisa told the story of Bloody Mary. Vicky looked at me and said, I dare you to go in the bathroom and say it 3 times. No way. Oh, are you scared? A huge smile on her face. I clutched the couch pillow in my arms. Yeah, I am, I admitted. I'll do it, Lisa said. We all should, added Vicky. The 3 of them went into the bathroom. I stood by the door to watch, still hugging the couch pillow. Shut off the lights, Sharon asked me. I flicked the switch off. The 3 of them stared into the mirror. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Then silence for 5 seconds. And nothing, said Lisa. That's when the lights started to flicker, on and off. Oh my God, look at the mirror, Sharon said as she pointed at the mirror. I could not see what they saw from where I was standing. But that's when an arm came out of the mirror, slamming down hard on the sink, followed by another. Her head and then long black hair followed. The fear that held all of us in place was then released as the 4 of us screamed, louder than ever before. Bloody Mary, now almost nose to nose with Vicky, screamed back just as loud. Then the lights flickered again, on and off, on and off. And just like that, Bloody Mary was gone, and the lights were out once again. I reached out my still trembling arm and flickered on the light. Sharon was closest to me, and then there was Vicky in the middle of the 3. Lisa was on the far end of the room. I could still see fear on everyone's face. That's when I noticed a blood-covered face peeking out from behind Lisa. The words would not come out of my mouth, so I just pointed. When Vicky and Sharon looked, they immediately saw what I did, and they screamed. However, Lisa didn't have time to react. Bloody Mary's arm burst out of her chest and was still holding Lisa's still beating heart in her hand. Sharon and Vicky ran out of the room, Vicky picking me up as she went. When she did, I could see over her shoulder Lisa looking down at the hand sticking out of her chest in horror as the hand was pulled back and her body fell to the floor. They ran straight for the front door, Vicky flicked the lock with no problem, but it was as if the door was stuck. It wouldn't open. We turned to run up the stairs, but as soon as we did, Bloody Mary was right there. She grabbed Sharon's face and jammed her thumbs into her eyes, blood pouring down Sharon's face. Bloody Mary then looked at Vicky with her crooked smile, and she split Sharon's face into two pieces as easily as you would separate two pieces of cheese stuck together. Vicky and I ran up the stairs as fast as we could. We ran into my room and hid in the closet. Vicky held me in her arms. We stayed as quiet as we could, listening to see if we could hear anything. It didn't take long before Bloody Mary entered the room as if she knew where we were hiding. She walked directly to the closet, her feet standing directly outside the closet door. But then it felt as though she stood there forever, as Vicky and I clutched each other tight. Though it felt like an eternity, it was probably only a few seconds before the door swung open. Bloody Mary stood in front of us, completely naked and covered in blood from head to toe. Long black hair. She looked down at us with her crooked smile. Bloody Mary reached down and took me from Vicky's arms. Vicky screamed, "Leave him alone! He didn't say it! He didn't even want to!" She pleaded. "I did it! I said it! Don't hurt him!" Bloody Mary placed me down on the bed behind her and brought her finger to her lips as if to say, "Shh." Bloody Mary then turned her attention back to Vicky. "Please, leave us alone. We'll never bother you again," Vicky proclaimed as she trembled in fear. Bloody Mary's crooked smile grew wider as she reached into Vicky's mouth and ripped out her tongue. Then Bloody Mary turned and walked out of the room. I hoped at that moment never to see her again. Vicky survived the encounter, but no one believed our story. Apparently not even my own daughter. That's right, I told her, and she still tried to play the game. At least I was able to stop her. As I had this thought, the lights in my house started to flicker, and then I heard my daughter scream. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please like and subscribe as it will help us to continue to provide you with great content. Until next time, stay safe and avoid becoming one of the stories from the belly of the beast.